Hey guys, it's Brianna with Crafting with Bree, and this is part 3 in the Cricut projects for the Flower Shop cartridge. And I said we were going to be working today on page 13. Let's see if that'll get that. On scallop number 4. And it doesn't look like that. And I think whoever designed these just did a horrible job. But we're going to be working with this flower and turning it into this. Well, just the flower itself. I'm not going to be putting it on the safety pin or clothespin. So let's get started. Okay guys, I have a lot of stuff on my desk. So what I first did was I went to the Cricut craft room and I cut out 6 of those flowers of the scallop 4 flowers on page 13 in 3 different sizes. I did it in 1 3/4 inch width, 1 1/2 inches width, and 1 1/4 inch width. So I have 6 total. I can count. Okay, so what we're first going to do is take some of those scissors that you have them somewhere in your craft room, and what we're going to do is I'm going to put this to the side. We're just going to take the little edges off like that to make them kind of tattery looking, and just do that along all of these edges. So there's one, and this is gonna get boring, so I'm gonna just pause the video and then I'm gonna come back when they're all done. Okay? Okay, and we're back. Now they're all done. Sorry. They're all done. Okay, so what we're going to do is take them, and should we ink first? I'm trying to remember. I guess we can ink them first. You know what? No, let's not. What we're going to do is, if you have like a foam mat, I got this, look at how ugly it is. It actually came with my acrylic stamp blocks. This works really well. Or if you have like some of the fun foam, take a few layers of that. A few though, not just one, because that will not indent the paper as much. We're just going to place that here, and we're going to put them all upside down. Okay, like this. We're going to be giving the flower that dimension, so it's not just a flat flower. And we're going to take, I got this at Hobby Lobby. It's the McGill brand, and it has these, let me lower that a little bit. It's these 3 tools, not the quilling tool, but it has these circles on them. I'm going to take the 5mm tool, and what I'm going to do is do little circles. Let me zoom in just a little bit more. Wrong way. Okay, here. You just take it and you go in circles around each petal. And it doesn't take very long, just a couple. But that's why you need the foam, so it'll and you just go in circles. You can go one way, the other way, one way, the other way. And you see how it's curling up? And you flip it over and you curl and you do the center. Now look at that. See how it has some shape to it? Now look at that one. See? Much different. So we're going to do that to all of these flowers. So we're just going to go in little circles. And the reason I do 6 per flower is because I want it to have a very nice layered effect. I hope I'm on screen here. I want it to have a very nice layered look. I don't want it to be, you know, just a poor, pitiful looking flower. I want it to look very happy and very happy. And you just turn it over and do it in the center. And I'm just using cardstock. I think I got it from, see, my hand does start to hurt. Sometimes I hold it like this. Because you're pushing down, you're applying pressure to it. So then we go the other way. All right, so I'm gonna just go out just a little bit, okay? Go in circles, go in circles. And you're probably thinking, geez Louise, you're doing all this work for one flower. But I'd rather make something myself with a piece of paper that I have a ton of than spend money on flowers. That's just something of me. I'd rather, if I can make it, I'd rather make it than buy it. I just feel like that's a better, I can spend my money on something else. All right, and I forgot to do this center. Okay, so now we have these, and they're all, see how they're all, okay. Now, we can shade them now. I'm gonna dump these off and I'm gonna scoot out of and really widen this out. So sorry if I'm going too fast and I'm making y'all a little dizzy. Okay. Here we are. I think that might be a little too far. Sorry guys. Okay, I'm gonna use my new ink. It's the Peacock Feathers, the Tim Holtz. And let me just put this away so I don't lose that. Okay. And I'm just going to take a sponge applicator because I haven't made one of my little Tim Holtz pads to do my distressing tool. So I'm just using just a cosmetic little wedge that I got from the Dollar Tree. So then I'm going to take this and kind of dab and just do the edges. And just kind of give it some color. I say the edges and I did the whole thing. Well, okay. All right. And so for the remainder of the film, my fingers will be peacock feather blue green. All right. And it doesn't have to be perfect because we are going to be spritzing these with some shimmer spritz. And it does kind of mellow the colors out, you know, and blends them. So then, his mother. If y'all haven't listened to it, y'all should check out Pink Martini Radio on Pandora. I really, really like it. All right. And I'm almost done here. You're gonna see how easy. I mean, I really do love this cartridge. I mean, I think I got it for $19.99 when they were having a sale at Michael's one day. And I'm telling you, I mean, saving money on having to buy flowers, and I mean, I've gotten so many flowers out of this cartridge. So then here, what I'm gonna do, I'm just shaking this up. I mean, I don't have much. Just gonna shake it up and I'm just gonna spritz some. All right. And I'm gonna take this off my other mat because I do forget sometimes, and I've made this mat a little crazy. So just give me one moment. I'm gonna pause it so y'all don't hear the noise, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so now we're back, and I've already heat set these, and I don't know if you can tell, but I spritzed them. Let's see. I don't know if you can see the shimmer, if the camera's gonna pick it up, but I spritzed it with this sheer shimmer in Sparkle. Okay, so now what we're going to do is just take our Scotch Quick Dry adhesive, and it's probably clogged, so let me get mine. My needle there. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to start with the larger ones. There is a tab here. We're going to put a little bit of glue, and we're going to, oh, sorry, I'm way off camera. We're going to lay, let me twist, and put that tab underneath the other layer. Do you see that? Put it underneath the other layer. So then that's what it looks like. Let's see if that'll, see, underneath. Okay, so we're just gonna put a little, and don't put too much, guys, because then you're gonna wait forever for it to dry, and that is boring. So we're gonna just hold that for a second. Like my hands? I'm really liking this peacock feather color. All right, that one's done. Let's start the next larger one. And remember, so we're just gonna put a little bit on that tab. Can you see that? That little tab? Come on, that tab, just a little bit, and then overlap, and then hold. Yeah, my fingers look so nice. Look at that, look at my thumb. Looks like I have a green thumb. Green thumb. Oh, you know what, guys? I'm going to tell y'all something. I am so corny. You know those annoying people that laugh at their own jokes? Yeah, that's me. I crack myself up all the time. My husband makes fun of me. And it makes me laugh even harder because it's so funny. Okay, so then that one's set. And then, so once again, guys, the largest is cut at 1.75 width. The medium are 1.5, and the small are 1.25. And those are measurements that I used in the Cricut craft room, so I could cut them all 6 at once and just input what the width I wanted. All right, that one's done. Now with a smaller one, just a little bit on the tab. Now, if you don't have the McGill tools for the flower shaping, you can use the back end of a chopstick. You can use a paintbrush, the opposite end of a paintbrush. My finger is stuck. So, I mean, if you don't have this stuff, you can use other things. So don't worry and be like, oh no, I don't have that. It's fine. Improvise. Okay. All right, there we are. So now we have, there we go, these 6. So what we do from here is we take, we just kind of arrange them how, not all matching. Let's put these to the side for a second. Okay, now I don't know if you can see. This would be where the flowers line up. There are 2 flowers here. We don't want them to line up because then we wouldn't see the dimension in the flower. So we're going to just turn the top flower so the petals are now, well, sorry, that shifted. Like that. See that? So it's all a dimension. Sorry. Is that better? Much prettier, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to take our quick dry adhesive and stick a little bit in the center. not much, or else you're going to be waiting forever for it to dry. So then we just don't line up your petals, make them different. And another reason I say do not put too much glue is because we're going to be using a punch in the center of our flower. And if you put too much glue, you're going to have a soggy flower. So then we're going to take our next size, our 1.5, and we're going to put that. And once again, turn it to where it doesn't line up with the last flower. So that doesn't line up, so we're going to put that there. And your flower might end up, you know, not sticking very well, and you might need a little more adhesive. So here we are, just going to hold it for a sec. All right, so there we are. Put a little bit, another dab. And when I mean a dab, I mean like, let's see if it'll, like that. It's not much. Okay, let that clear up for a second. All right, and then we're gonna take our 1.5, our second one, and turn it where it's not matching up with the other flowers and push down. And you're thinking, geez, she spent more than 16 minutes making this one flower. It doesn't take me 16 minutes just because I've done it so many times, but I am going slower so y'all can see it. So, I mean, once you have this down, it goes so quick. I mean, you're thinking, why have I ever bought a flower? Like, if I have this cartridge. So I'm just holding it down here. And then one more. The last 1.25 inch width one. And there we are. Alright, so this is what we got. Okay, very dimensional. And you can always come and open up some of the flowers to separate them. Okay, so now what we're going to do, okay, cap that up. We're almost done. Let's get this out of the way. I have so much stuff on my desk. Okay, I'm gonna zoom out, so sorry if it makes y'all dizzy. Whee! Okay, we're gonna take our crocodile, okay, on this smaller, on the 1/8. So here, make sure it's on 1/8 punch, okay? We're gonna put our flower, and yes, it's a little thick. Look, it's like, oh no, it won't fit. It will. You just kind of flatten it for a second. And we're going to center that and poke a 1/8 inch hole. That looked about center to me. It doesn't have to be perfect. So now we have a flower with, well, a hole. See, there it is. Now we're gonna move this back up to the front so we can set an eyelet for the center of our flower. And I'm just using these Making Memories, not an eyelet, a grommet, sorry. But it doesn't have the back. I don't know if those are still grommets or if these are. I'll show you what this is what it looks like. Okay, it's one of these. So, okay. I'm going to put that through my flower here. And you're thinking, geez Louise, Brianna, you're going to crush this flower to bits. Well, a little bit, yes. But we can pop it back up. So then I put that in there. And I line up that. And I just push down. And there we are. So then if you think it's too flat, just kind of pop them up a little bit. Pop it whichever way you want. And we come out with this beautiful flower. And you can put these on, I put them on cards like you've seen here. I put it on, I keep on wanting to call this like whatever what did I call it? A safety pin? This is a clothespin. I mean, there's just so much you can do. So, thanks so much for watching, and I'll zoom in on that so y'all can see it. Whee! So, there you go. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk soon. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below. I will have the tutorial up on my blog. I'm sorry, guys. I am a little behind on my blog. I really need to get on top of that. I've just been, I know everybody's super busy. I know, and it's no excuse, and I will be getting caught up on that. So I hope y'all have a wonderful week, and y'all be safe, and thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Bye-bye.